iPhone. Well, the original iPhone was black plastic. So let's open up. Which one do you want to go for?
Let's go with the 7 first.
Let's go for the 7 first. So this is obviously going to be the same size as the iPhone 6.
4.7 inches.
4.7 inches. Yep. So we've got this is new. They are now, before they used to do little packets where it would like have like an envelope, you know, you could have to undo it. Now it's like a nice little
pull-out thing.
Little pull-out, which is interesting.
Now, you have seen these phones. You were
yes, I have.
California when they were announced.
I
have not seen them.
Wow. Okay, so this is exciting for you. So this is the jet black iPhone 7. Check it out, Darren. Hold it in your hands.
Okay, can I pull off
Of course you can.
That's my favorite part.
Yeah,
okay.
Go for it.
I don't know if we can we get a close-up of me pulling off the... Oh, yeah. Look at that. That's
Look
nice.
at that.
I don't know why. It just never gets old. I just love doing that. Okay.
And this is beautiful, I have to say.
I mean, the first thing I noticed about it is I was kind of expecting it to be like the Galaxy phones.
Right.
Because like those, they have the glass back and it's like... It's definitely more metallic. My very first impression of it is that like it just has like a very more noticeable shine to it. It is, wow. I mean, I love too how the color seems to like kind of just blend right into the screen.
Yeah, I mean, it just looks like one solid piece of device. I mean, and this is completely, this is all still aluminum. This is polished aluminum, and they, you know, it's very shiny, but this is not a different sort of, you know, surface. So it feels different in your hand, you know. It feels kind of the same on the front and the back, frankly.
How would you compare the slippery factor on
I
this
would say,
to?
I think it might be, for some people, a little slippier, a little more slippery.
Yeah.
But I also feel like because it does kind of feel the same in the front and the back, it might be better in some circumstances.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the way that it works now, where you can feel the aluminum back more because it's not polished, I sometimes drop it. So this, I think, just because it feels the same front and back, it might be easier to keep a grip on. So I don't know. I don't know one way or another. What's your thoughts?
I mean, my first thought is that we've held it for 30 seconds and
it's already got fingerprints all over it.
And I'm a little like, I'm always the person like walking down the street like,
totally
polishing my phone. But the thing that's tricky about this is I know that Apple has said that it scratches easier than the normal.
Yeah, they put a little you know, asterisk next to it saying, look, you know, micro abrasions may show up because of the fine surface, you know, polishing surface.
And it's just funny because the finish on the jet black phone is obviously like it's one of its biggest appeal compared to everything else.
Completely.
And if it scratches easily, it's going to make you want to put a case on it, in which case
nobody knows
that much. But I guess it's like a cool thing to be
it's
like,
a cool
I
thing.
got a jet black one.
Notice this. So one of the big things they changed, one of the only design things they changed other than the lack of headphone jack, now at the bottom it is just a lightning port, is that the antenna lines have now moved up to the top rather than across the back. So on the old phone you would see antenna lines here and here kind of curving around. Now they've moved them up to the top. But in this finish, and when we unbox the 7, just the 7 Plus, the jet one, the regular black, you'll be able to see the difference. I love how you have to look, and I don't even know if our camera can pick it up, you have to look just so in the right light to even see where the antenna lines are.
Yeah, no, I don't even think my eyeballs can pick it up.
Yeah,
easily,
I mean, it's literally just at these curves is the only way you can see those antenna lines, which means that this is the most striking iPhone I've seen in a long time, probably since, you know, the 4 or the 5, when they, you know, that original, you know, dual glass backed 4, when that came out, that was a really striking design. Everything else has kind of been more iterative. This is really striking to me.
Yeah. Honestly, this is like the Spinal Tap of iPhones.
Yeah,
it's
totally.
Like black. It's black is black. The blackest black.
It completely. I mean, that's why they call it jet black.
Yeah, yeah. It's, I want to turn it on, but we have to set it up, so
yeah.
I won't. But
no, we can turn it on. We can just skip the setup process. It's fine.
Let's see what happens here.
All right, so it's loading.
See, the thing is, like, this might be a nitpicky thing, I will say, but this finish on this phone would look even cooler, in my opinion, if it was an OLED screen, which they're considering for the iPhone 8, because you can see when you turn it on, and the blacks, they're not as black as they could be if it was an OLED display. And I'm thinking of like Samsung phones where the display is like really, really black because of the screen technology. That would look awesome if it was an OLED screen. That's rumored for the next phone, so maybe my wish will come true, but we'll see.
Yeah, all right, so let's see if we can get this. English, United States, use cellular connection, just for right now.
We'll let that do its thing.
Yeah.
And then we can move on to the Plus.
Yeah.
here.
Oh, well, the only other thing I'll show off kind of in the box, obviously these are the new Lightning earpods. So they look exactly the same as the old earpods. The difference obviously is that they have this little Lightning port right here. So,
Oh, okay.
so they
And
look
then-
just the same. And it comes with, right back here, actually this is really
there it
clever.
is.
This is really clever, is the way that they've put this adapter. It's just, inserted it right there. And so this is, look, I talked to them at the event, and they were kind of saying, look, people might lose this, although if you do, it's only $9, you can get a replacement. But the idea is that you have these attached to your headphones at all times. So this isn't really an adapter or a dongle, I guess, as much as it is truly something like you're going to set this on, your headphones, and that's what they're going to be attached to. So it might be annoying if you constantly move your headphones from like your computer to your phone.
Yeah.
But if you primarily have them plugged into your phone all the time, or you've got a pair of headphones that are like your go-to phone headphones, just leave them plugged in.
Yeah.
And I think that for most people will be okay.
I think the user experience you just described, where you move, like every single day when I get to this office, I move my headphones to my computer.
Yeah.
So I could see myself losing that. I could see that being a little like annoying, but seeing this and how like small it is, it could be worse.
It definitely could be worse. It's definitely, it looks worse in photos, I think, than seeing it in person, right?
Yeah.
Give this button a press, because I want to see your reaction, because haven't felt this. They changed the home button. The home button now is not a moving part. It is complete solid state.
Oh. Okay. So we have to like set up Wi-Fi if we want to like. Does it have a cellular?
I think it has a cellular
Oh,
connection on
okay.
it, so we'll see if they can do that.
Feel that.
Yeah, is that the haptic feedback, or their haptic engine? It's kind of a mind meld, isn't it?
I mean,
Because
for like the last 8-9 years, it's been a physical button.
it's been a physical button. Now, okay, so we'll just
We'll just
leave this.
we'll just
we'll leave this people table.
But that
this.
is really, if it's kind of funny how like the iPhone 6s is like was getting you kind of like used to the haptic feedback a little bit, and now they just like completely just were like putting the home
You're
button.
putting up the home button.
Like,
It's on the screen. It's on the home button. And so it was interesting if you've ever used a 3D touch on the
6s.
on the 6S, or if you've used a Force Touch on the Apple Watch and on the trackpad, it does feel like you're pressing. Well, 3D Touch I guess is a little different. That really is more haptic, but Force Touch really does feel like you're pressing a button on those trackpads, or on the Apple Watch. It really does feel like you're pressing a button. It's the same thing. But the haptic, I don't know how much I like it. At the hands-on of the event, I was like, this is going to take some getting used to. I think I will. But I think it's going to be one of those things that some people are going to take a little more time.
What reasons for it?
I think that I think the big thing is waterproofing. So one of the big features
right.
of this phone is this IP67 water resistance. Now that means you can't go swimming with it, but if you drop this in the toilet, if you get this wet with rain, this can be submerged in 3 meters of water for up to 30 minutes, and it's also dust resistant.
You
So
can take a shower comfortably with
I mean,
it.
probably.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not going to tell you that, and I think that the rating is not for like high sprays.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think
Yeah.
it's splash. It's more splash. But for instance, and I've been in this situation. Have you ever been in this situation where you're at a party in the summer and somebody throws you in the pool and your phone's in your back pocket, and then your friend has to like buy you a new phone? Like true story actually happened to me. So if that happens now, you're not screwed. So I think to do that, I think it was a couple of things. I think one, they wanted to seal this as much as possible, right? So that means getting rid of the headphone jack helps with that a little bit. Coating this inside with some rubber helps a little bit. Getting rid of the moving part helps. I think the other thing is just, it's just yet another lesser point of failure,
Yeah.
So you use this button hundreds of times a day. If it can just be a sensor that sits there, that's even better.
And supposedly that button may not even be long for this world.
Yeah. So we're already, cause we know, guys, this is just the iPhone 7, but we're already hearing rumors about the iPhone 8, the next iPhone, and the rumors that it might be integrated into the screen itself with that OLED display, like you're talking about. All right, so this
Which
is
sounds just nuts. But
which
whatever.
sounds totally nuts. It does sound nuts, but you know what? I mean, it's too early to be talking about the new iPhone. Let's take this out just to have this on
comparison.
Yeah, just have it on comparison. It's beautiful. I mean, it's a fingerprint magnet, but it is beautiful. All right, so this is.